Welcome everyone. We're doing another very exciting session today with Durham College. And thank you for joining us this afternoon, taking some time to speak to us and listen to us. And we hope that the session benefits you. We realize that things have been uncertain for a while, but they are getting better. And that's why we're here to speak to you, to let you know that there are a lot more opportunities to be had, especially in Canada. And today we will tell you about all the opportunities you can make the most of at Durham College. Durham College is one of the leading institutions of Ontario in Canada. Very importantly, and as Zeeshan will tell you a little more about this, it is one of the few institutions in Canada that has actually got approval from the Canadian government to welcome international students to Canada. So that's a big win. And besides that, of course, you'll hear about all the wonderful things at Durham, diversity, the range of programs over there, employment opportunities are also fantastic. I leave that to Zeeshan, of course, to explain. So we are being joined today with Zeeshan Kamal, who is the Southeast Asia representative of Durham College. Welcome, Zeeshan, once again.
Thank you, Anam. Thank you, everyone, and welcome everyone to the session today organized by Mabel. And thank you, Anam, for being the host for the session.
I'm happy
to meet you guys. And guys, I'll introduce myself. My name is Zeeshan Kamal Khan, and I am a South Asia representative for Durham College. Welcome to DC. That's how we say it. And I think we can start with the session, Anam. That's all for me.
Okay, perfect. So just a quick few house rules before we begin. Zeeshan will be showing us a presentation. So please listen in, listen to everything that he's saying, because a lot of your questions may get answered while he's speaking. That will take about half an hour, 20 minutes to a half an hour. And after that, the session is devoted solely to all of you. Keep your questions ready. We will be here and very patiently and answer everything. Zeeshan has taken the time out to be there for all of you. So, make the most of this opportunity. There will also be a survey feedback that will pop up once the webinar ends. Over there, you'll be able to, share, of course, your feedback with us. Please do that. But also, you can tell us if you want to do a further interaction with Zeeshan. And we'll also share some helpful links over there. So, keep that in mind, please. Okay, Zeeshan, we're thrilled to do this together with you. Would you like to begin with the presentation?
Sure.
And in the meantime, I'm going to quickly ask all of you, we have a quick question for you before we begin. If you can tell us which country you're speaking to us or joining us from. We've shared a list of countries. If you can please vote in for where you are from, that'll be great. I can see some responses already. Give it a few more seconds. And all right. There you go, Zeeshan. Can you see?
Yes. Wow, good amount of students from, I think it's a good mix.
Yeah. So from Pakistan, Bangladesh, Nepal, and Sri Lanka. That's so great. Welcome everyone once again. Thank you for joining us. And Zeeshan, over to you.
Okay, thank you. I hope you can see my screen.
Not yet.
Not yet. I'd say...
Double click to enter full screen mode.
Okay, it says Zoom share. Let me try again.
No worries.
It's not working. Well, it says your screen sharing is paused. Can I resume the share? No, I can't. Okay.
It's saying that we can...
It says your screen sharing is paused, and I try resume share, it doesn't work. I try the new share, it doesn't work. Let me see. know why it's not sharing. It is your screen sharing paused. Can you once try screen sharing from your end and then stop the share?
Sure.
Yep.
There, can you see my screen?
Yes, I can, and then you can stop the share.
There you go.
Okay, let me try now. Okay, let's see. It works. Oh yes.
Yeah.
It's working
Great.
now. Yeah.
All right.
Great. So, welcome everyone. My name is Zeeshan. I just mentioned and introduced myself. I'm South Asia representative for the college. I take care of admissions, marketing, and various other activities involved in recruiting a student who wants to go to Canada and study at a prestigious or a reputed college and upgrade themselves with the skills and get themselves a job. So DC, Durham College of Applied Arts and Technology. That's the name of the college. It happens to be where they're situated in or located in the country Canada, where Canada is the second largest country in the world, with tuition rates considerably lower than many other countries. The cost of living for an international student is about 10,000 Canadian dollars a year. Let's say about 800 to 900 Canadian dollars a month off campus, with including food. Canada happens to be bilingual with both English and French language as its official language. Before I move on to the next slide, Anam, do you want to pop up the question?
Yes, for sure. I actually have a question about Canada.
Oh, great.
Can you see it?
I can see that, yes.
Okay.
What is the capital of Canada? Is it Vancouver, Toronto, or Ottawa?
Okay, we have a few responses. Come on, everyone. Tell us what you think. Is it Vancouver, Toronto, Ottawa? A couple more seconds. And here we go.
Okay, okay, that's not bad. It's pretty close. Yes, the correct answer is Ottawa. Toronto is a major metropolitan hub. However, the capital is Ottawa, and so is Ottawa, but the capital is Ottawa. It's not Toronto. Thank you very much for your responses. And though no prizes for any guesses, but Ottawa is the correct answer. So you should feel happy about the people who've chosen Ottawa as the answer. Okay, great. Thank you. Okay, so we move on to the next slide. And that's the capital. Before that, okay, Durham College of Applied Arts and Technology, located in Ontario, Canada, and established in 1967 in the city called OSHAWA. It's a community and a government-funded college. It has 3 campuses: OSHAWA, WHITBY, and Pickering. Time for you to answer a question. I'll move on to the next slide. Anam, you want to ask them a simple question? Okay, never mind. I'll take it further from here. Can some, so that'll be a poll that Anam will share later on. Our question, why choose Durham College? Happens to be the #1 college in Greater Toronto area for international student satisfaction, according to the KPI results. More than 30,000 students on campus and more than 90,000 alumni. The college has a graduation employment rate of 86.5% within 6 months of completing the program, and a whooping 94.3% employer satisfaction rate as per the key performance indicators. More than 2,100 international students representing 65 countries from around the world, and definitely Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Nepal, Bhutan, and Bangladesh. All of these countries are part of that. Pathway opportunities for Durham College students to universities across Canada and the globe to complete their bachelor's. The college has a shared campus with Ontario Tech University. We will cover the Ontario Tech University part later on when we talk about the programs. Automatic scholarship for international students on the basis of IELTS or Duolingo. The college provides you an airport pickup and quarantine facility from Pearson Toronto Airport. The quarantine facility and the airport pickup is not free anymore. However, it's at a very discounted price and more than 50% of a discount. We'll come to that as well once we talk about arrival services at the later part of the presentation. More than 140 full-time programs available for international students, and these programs are all market-driven and job-oriented. Offers a variety of programs in business, culinary, hospitality, tourism, artificial intelligence, data analysis, cybersecurity, project management, international business, law, graduate certificate programs like paralegal, consular enforcement, mediation, alternative dispute resolution, victimology, graduate certificates in advertising, specialized diplomas in media and game art, animation, video production, journalism, web designing, web application development, or interactive media design. Also popular programs in health and community services. Three campuses that I mentioned, the major campus, OSHAWA, that's where the college started back in 1967, offers programs in the area of business, IT management, health, community service, justice and emergency services, media art and design, science and engineering technology. The campus is about an hour's drive from downtown Toronto. The city is the soul of automotive capital of Canada because 1907 General Motors Canada, I'm not sure if all of you have heard of it, but General Motors, owner of Chevrolet, Saab, and many other models, and also Corvette, a few popular models from General Motors and GMC trucks for sure. The plant has been there since 1907 and being the home for General Motors Canada. So the entire city was working as a plant. That's the culture of the city where we are. About 1.7 lakh people is population in the city. The next campus is WHITBY, which offers programs in the field of hospitality, culinary, tourism, horticulture, special event management programs, and also runs a 3-star rated restaurant on campus by the name of Bistro 67, where the kitchen, the chefs, are the students from the culinary background. The front office guys are students from the hospitality background. So your learning is at the restaurant, which is open to general public, and it's one of the top 3 restaurants in the top 150 OSHAWA gems. We have our own food farms and orchard, planted, cultivated, harvested by the students themselves, and participate in a lot of hands-on learning opportunities using modern industry equipment. The third one will be the Pickering campus. The site opened in back in September 2012, and is located to several major transportation routes. So if you take a GO train from downtown Toronto to Oshawa, which is the Lakeshore East. So we're on the east of Toronto, which is the Lakeshore East. The first major stop would be Scarborough, and then Pickering and Whitby, and then Oshawa. The campus offers 4 programs in the field of addictions and mental health, human resources management, victimology, youth justice, and interventions.
Okay, great. Thanks, Zeeshan. I can also see some of you are sending in questions in the chat. Can you please, send us your questions in the Q&A box? You'll see it at the bottom of your screen. It'll be easier for us to then, deal with the questions after we're done with the presentation. Okay, so Zeeshan, could you tell us now about, what are the different schools at Durham College?
Sure. When we're talking about the programs we're going to offer, the college has been divided into 8 schools. The Center for Food, which covers programs like hospitality, culinary, tourism, event management, School of Business, IT and Management, Health and Community Services programs like developmental services work, addictions and mental health, autism and behavioral sciences, practical nursing, dental assisting, interdisciplinary studies, general arts and science, pre-health sciences, justice and emergency services, programs in the field of law, postgraduate programs in the field of law, mediation, victimology, child youth in care, and paralegal and advanced law enforcement. Media art and design, I mentioned game art, animation, video production, science engineering technology would be biomedical, biotechnology, um, chemical engineering, mechanical engineering, a lot of programs in mechanical engineering at the undergrad level, automobile engineering, service management, and the skilled trades apprenticeship and renewable technology program will have power engineering techniques, um, plumbing, elevating devices, and heating, ventilation, air conditioning, all as part of the programs that we offer under these 8 schools.
Perfect.
And
Zeeshan, could I quickly button and just find out from everyone which of these schools they're actually interested in studying at and doing a program in? Everyone, can you see the screen in front of you? Zeeshan has already explained what are the different programs within these different schools. There's a great variety over here. Please let us know which school you're or which faculty you are interested in. Couple more seconds. All right. And it's okay, Zeeshan. I think this might help you talk to everyone about programs. So science and engineering technology seems to be the most popular, followed closely by business, IT, and management. And then, you know, interestingly enough, some for justice and emergency services, health, and then, of course, skilled trades.
Great.
Okay,
great.
Over to you again.
Thank you. So awesome. So after having explained or mentioned that these are the 8 schools under which we offer various programs, now I would like to mention what are the various programs, what are their accreditations, or what do you achieve after completing the program. So the sort of programs that we offer to students are post-secondary certificates for 1 year. By post-secondary, I mean you have completed your grade 12. Post-secondary diploma for 2 years, post-secondary advanced diploma for 3 years with a co-op option for most of the programs, a graduate certificate also known as a postgraduate diploma for 1 year, mostly, which is 2 semesters or 3, a compressed fast-track advanced diploma compressed into 1 year because you hold a relevant bachelor's degree in the same field or the relevant field, a bachelor's degree 4-year program, 8 semesters, and a pathway bachelor's degree 4-year program with 9 semesters. So an additional semester, but only 2 bachelor degrees offered directly for 4 years, 8 semesters, which is behavioral sciences and healthcare technology and management. Under the pathway bachelor's degree, about 50 programs in computers, in pharmacy, in other skill science and engineering technology programs, and also business programs.
Okay, perfect. So what about entry requirements and the sort of documents that would be required? And most importantly, something that has come in very often, is IELTS mandatory or not? Is an English test mandatory? And if it is, then what are the sort of requirements?
Okay.
Lots of questions.
Okay, I'll do that. That'll be covered here. So the entry requirements, if you're looking, let's start with the postgraduate program first. A 5 years gap, more than 5 years of gap is not acceptable. So at the last, what we're looking at is you have completed your studies with no break in between regularly by 2015, and then you have at least 3 years of work experience in the 5-year gap till today. From your bachelor's, not more than 10 backlogs and reappears in total. So if I had 5 backlogs, 5 subjects, and I cleared them in 1 single attempt, that makes it 5. If I took 2 attempts to clear each, that makes it 10. Now that's the final limit. If it is 11, then it'll be a reject. For undergraduate, which is your bachelor's degree, other than your grade 10th and 12th, which should be 50%, you also need a 50% overall in your bachelor's degree. Again, remember backlogs and reappears in total, not more than 10. You've taken care of the gap. And the IELTS requirement for compressed fast track and graduate certificate, which are postgraduate level programs, will be overall 6.5, no individual module less than 6. For undergraduate programs, the academic requirement is grade 10th and 12th, 50%, or your O and the A levels, the O levels with minimum 5 C's and the A level with 1 B and 2 C's, we will accept that. And the IELTS requirement for most of the undergraduate programs will be overall 6, no individual module less than 6. Now, this may be different for students from Bangladesh, Nepal, and Bhutan, and Sri Lanka. But for Pakistan, this is the requirement. For the IELTS requirement for the rest of the countries, which is Bangladesh, Bhutan, Nepal, and Sri Lanka, is overall 6, nothing less than 5.5 for undergraduate programs. And for graduate certificate programs, it remains the same, 6.5 overall, nothing less than 6. The only difference is for the undergraduate programs of Bangladesh, Nepal, Bhutan, and Sri Lanka. Overall 6, nothing less than 5.5. For Pakistan, it remains the same, overall 6, nothing less than 6. And for graduate certificate program, 6.5 overall, nothing less than 6. The reason is because Pakistan visa processing is under the SDS. So Pakistan is one of the SDS countries, and this is the minimum requirement for a student to apply under the SDS category. However, Sri Lanka, Nepal, Bangladesh, and Bhutan are not under the SDS category as of now. That's why the requirement is overall 6, nothing less than 5.5. So other than these requirements, when you're looking to make an application, there's some important things you may want to consider and look into. The application will have to be complete, which means no missing document, all semester mark sheets, and we'll come to what documents we need. No incorrect information, please. Try to be careful. I'm sure you don't want to mention incorrect information, but there could be typo errors, and it gets a little difficult for us to get in touch with you because that's the only source of information that we have from you to get in touch with you or send you email or correspondence. Please make sure the details that you're entering while you're making the application for a student is exactly as per the passport, and the contact details, that is the phone number and the email address, absolutely correct. There's a $100 application fee for international students, which allows you to choose 2 different programs for the same semester, or 2 programs for 2 different semesters, which means it does not mean that you study 2 programs at the same time. It just means that if you qualify for both, we will make an offer for both the programs to you, and then you will choose one. You'd only be allowed to choose one of them, make a fee payment towards that, and start studying the program. So the documents required, the point at the bottom which says passport, I'm sorry, should be on the top, but that's the most critical document that we need for you when you're making an application, because everything will be assessed in terms of your details entered as per the passport. It's your date of birth, your address, your name, maybe check your father's name and mother's name on the passing certificates just to verify that you're the student and all the information is correct. Your high school transcript and passing certificate, your secondary school diploma and passing certificates. If you've done a 10th and 12th, mark sheet and passing certificate for both. If you've done a 10th and a diploma after the 10th, individual mark sheets for every semester and passing certificate for both. And if you've done an O level and the A level, not only the statement of result, but also the passing certificate, whether it's from Cambridge or EdXL. Your bachelor's degree is semester-wise mark sheet and passing certificate. If it is not semester-wise and you get a yearly mark sheet, then yearly mark sheets. And if you don't get a yearly mark sheet at all, no semester-wise, only a transcript, then we will need the transcript. All of these documents should be notarized or attested by the notary. And a proof of English language proficiency, kindly upload the TRF scorecard for IELTS academic or Duolingo English test. And when you're taking a Duolingo, we're only accepting Duolingo for January 21. But remember, for students from Pakistan, when you're looking to apply for a visa, you will need IELTS academic for sure. You can take the Duolingo test right now to get an offer letter, but when you're applying for a visa, you will need IELTS academic. And I think that applies for all the countries. That is Bangladesh, Bhutan, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Nepal as well. So you will need the IELTS academic when you're applying for a visa, irrespective of whether your country falls under the SDS category or not. For the offer letter, you can take a Duolingo test. The minimum requirement for undergraduate programs for Duolingo is 105, and for graduate certificate programs is 110. Applies to all countries. That's the minimum requirement for Duolingo for all of these programs.
Okay, perfect. So Zeeshan, now I think the most crucial question, what is the tuition fee, approximate tuition fee one can expect to pay for doing a one-year program at Durham? And also, what kind of scholarships can students avail?
Sure. I'll move on to the next slide, which will cover the questions that you have. Thanks for asking that, Anam. The tuition fee ranges between 15 to 17,000 Canadian dollars. That's an approximate amount for most of our programs. So you'll see average is 15,600 or 15,500. Only a few programs would sit at 17,500 or 17,600 Canadian dollars. Yeah, we do provide scholarships according to overall IELTS by Duolingo score. An IELTS overall score of 7.5, eligible for 1,250 Canadian dollars. An IELTS overall score of 8, eligible for up to 2,000 Canadian dollars. And a Duolingo score of 125 or above, eligible for 1,250 Canadian dollars. Only the Canadian dollars only available for the first year to be awarded to the student after the start of the second semester, which is in the second semester. These are the only scholarships we offer at the moment, and these are the entry-based scholarships.
Okay, perfect. So I'm also pretty sure students would be curious to know what sort of accommodation they can get on campus at Durham College. If you could tell us about that.
Yes, great. So accommodation can be divided into two classes, let's say on campus and off campus. I'll start with the on campus, and I'll give you a fair idea of how off campus works as well. So numerous options available on campus for students and off campus as well to suit a range of budgets and lifestyles. The OSHAWA campus accommodation in Simcoe and South Village residence features a cafeteria, study recreation areas, and furnished 2-bedroom private suites. In suites include the cable television, a kitchenette with fridge, microwave, internet access, telephone, and 3-piece bathroom. The Simcoe Village residence offers a choice between furnished double rooms and semi-divided for privacy or furnished suites with 2 private bedrooms. And the West Village residence features a beautiful apartment style suite designed for students. Also offers controlled access, on-site management, security on-site, laundry, individually controlled air conditioning, heating, and many social areas in the on-campus accommodation. These are your options, 8-month lease, 12-month lease, for the price 7,500, 7,700, ranging somewhere between 700 to 900 Canadian dollars a month. The minimum meal plan on campus is 450 Canadian dollars. So some residents at WHITBY, something at OSHAWA, that's how we do. And this is the pricing for 2019 to 20. There may be a slight change to the price, but usually should be around the same.
Great. Zeeshan, so I'm sure a lot of students are also interested to know what is the status of the Jan intake. Yeah. And yeah, if you could tell us about that a little. And I'm also going to be asking everyone to share with us what intake they're actually interested in studying in next year. Is it for January? Is it for May? Or is it for September? Please give us your responses, and then Zeeshan can brief us about what you can expect.
While they're giving the responses, there's something I missed. I wanted to tell them about the off-campus accommodation.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah,
sorry
we can help you find an off-campus accommodation, which ranges between 500 to 700 Canadian dollars a month, which is of course shared accommodation, big apartment shared by 3 or 4 students. And the minimum amount you're looking to spend on meal off campus is about 300 to 350 Canadian dollars. So I'm saying, let's say about 850 to 900 Canadian dollars is what you're looking at when you're looking to stay off campus and manage your expenses. The bus is, if you're staying 15, 20, 25 minutes away from the campus, that's fine. Like as long as you're within the 45-kilometer stretch, which is called the Durham region. So any
Right.
bus that you take, you can hop onto one and get to the college. You don't have to pay anything because that's covered in your student pass, which is your student ID card. And your health insurance covered as part of your tuition fee as well. So that's included. Once you step out of the region is when you start getting charged, but at a discounted rate, which is the student rate.
Great. Thanks, Zeeshan. And I'm just going to share the results. So actually, the maximum interest is in September intake, but still some interest for January and quite a bit for May as well.
Okay,
so
great. We're open for Jan, May and 21. And I remember Anam, you had asked a question about the delivery of the programs and how it's going to happen.
Yes.
So in the start of the session, Anam had addressed and was very excited to mention that Durham College is one of the 14 institutes in Ontario that have been allowed to welcome students to Canada, which is for Jan, May, and September 2021, which is a very good news for us. So students who apply to Durham and get an offer letter and a visa are allowed to fly to Canada to start the classes. However, when you're talking about the program delivery mode or the method, most of these programs are going to be remote. So even if you've traveled to Canada and you've done your 14-day quarantine, you're staying locally, you may still be doing your program online and not going to the college unless you've been asked to, because some programs may need you to come to the college to do practicals, but if not, then you will be doing the program remotely from there in Canada.
Okay, great. Just a quick reminder again for everyone, we'll be getting to your questions soon. Send them in the Q&A box at the bottom of your screen, and we'll take them one by one and get them answered. All right, so Zeeshan, say a student has, got into Durham and from either remote learning or has managed to get to Canada. So what can they expect during their orientation?
Sure, yeah. During the orientation, how to get a student ID card, getting your health insurance card, which is critical for you if you're there in Canada, setting up a bank account, working in Canada, assistance in finding local housing. Why I say setting up a bank account is because you'll have a GIC, and that amount of for countries from SDS, especially I'll mention Pakistan because that's an SDS country, so you need a GIC for 10,200 Canadian dollars. Now, when you set up a bank account in Canada, that money will be transferred from your Scotia Bank or whichever GIC that you've made or opened one to your bank account, and that's critical because you'll need that money for your expenses. We assist you in finding local housing near the campus or near in the city where we are, how to get a cell phone work in Canada, sign up for your DC Mail, DC Connect in my campus, and how to be successful at Durham College. In addition to these, will attend the college-wide orientation where you will meet the professor and classmates, find out more detailed information about the program, meet the student services team, discover a number of on-campus services. Sorry, the last point, no welcome barbecue, no fun fair, no pep rally, no movies on the lawn this time. I'm sorry, courtesy COVID-19 pandemic, but this has been the trend always throughout the year, and a lot of activities for students who've been welcomed. But I'm sure they have something up their sleeve for this year as well. So let's hope there's something for all of us to look forward to in Jan during the orientation.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, Zeeshan, and if you could tell us also about arrival services, again, that's
right, yeah.
Quite important in light of the recent announcement, and now that international students from these countries can actually make their way to Durham College in Canada.
So like the announcement said, if you have a visa and and all the documents are complete, be able to fly to Canada. And for that, you will need a quarantine facility proof that you already have a quarantine in place, which will have to be presented to Durham College and the CBS at the Pearson Airport. So the college is offering airport pickup and quarantine services. The quarantine facility for 14 nights is at a heavy discount. At a heavy discount, you will be able to arrange for both the airport pickup and the quarantine facility in somewhere around 600 to 700 Canadian dollars. Also, the links for home delivery and other essential items will be shared with you. You'll have one room to yourself, all for yourself to complete the quarantine. And assistance in arranging temporary accommodation and assistance in finding long-term accommodation as well. So remember, you will have to submit your quarantine plan to Durham College before you fly to Canada, like at least I say 20 days before you fly to Canada. Your quarantine facility arrangement should be shared with the college, or you can book a quarantine facility with us at a very minimal cost. A minimum stay at any hotel in the region where we are would be an average of 100 Canadian dollars. Now 14 nights straight away is 1400. Now you're getting an airport pickup and getting to stay for around 700 Canadian dollars inclusive of taxes. So that's a lot of saving. You can look forward to this and book your quarantine facility with Durham College Arrival Services as well.
Awesome. So Zeeshan, of course, these are some of the few things that Durham College is, these are the sort of services, support services, I would say, that are being offered. And you also have the Durham Assist International app. Could you also share something about that with
the app? I'll share an example. So a lot of students got stuck in a flood in one of the cities in India, and phone lines were down, internet was not that great, a lot of hotspots, and we were able to communicate a lot through the app for students. It was difficult for students to get a lot of things arranged. So the app is really very helpful for us to communicate with students about any update or that we wanted to share with them. Latest information about the programs, latest information about the intake, about tuition fee, about everything. So basically the app helps you transition from here to Canada, which is your country of residence, to Canada easily with all steps explained, and a lot of fun and exciting activities on the app. And I'll let Anam do a bit of talking about the app as well, because she's the boss for the app. And over to you, Anam, about this.
Right. So actually, we're pretty thrilled to be partnered with Durham College and to launch this Durham app. Now it's been actually more than 2 years since we've had it, and we're constantly, improvising, making it even better for you, for students to use it. All the information you require is right there. You can also, get great deals on tickets, and basically we try to put everything there. We have a couple of contests we run. So yeah, and a couple of quizzes as well about Canada. So do download the app. The links Zeeshan, I think, show the links here. We will also be sharing them in our follow-up email that will go out to all of you. It'll also be there in the feedback survey that will pop up once this webinar closes. But you can go onto your Android or Apple phones, go to your App Store and type in Durham College, Durham Assist International, and that'll be the first thing that pops up. And of course, the college logo will be evident. So do download it and experience it for yourself. Now, I think, Zeeshan, that was pretty informative and useful. One last question for all of you before we get ready to take in some questions. We would love to know if you have already applied to study at Durham, or you are actually interested in studying and would just, like to know more about it. Could you all please share your status? That would be great. All right, couple more responses left. We promise to get to your questions right after this. All right. And there we go. Zeeshan, so most
Already applied, 17%, and most of them are looking forward to apply, and that's interesting.
Yeah,
Welcome,
which is great.
all of you.
Great, and I hope this has been very useful to all of you. I think Zeeshan had a great presentation, and what we're going to do now is going to start actually taking in your questions. Okay, I think we had a few in. So everyone, please use, again, I know some of you have joined us a little late and I can see that. Please make sure that you use the Q&A tab to share your questions with us. Okay, Zeeshan, I'm getting started.
Yep.
Talha had asked us about software engineering programs at Durham.
Okay, so hi Talha. Not really software engineering. I'll tell you, if you have I don't know what level of program are you talking about. Is it a post-secondary or a postgraduate program? I'll tell you what are the programs we have at the undergraduate and the postgraduate level. At the undergraduate level, computer systems technician, 2 years diploma. Computer systems technology with a co-op option, 3 years advanced diploma. Computer systems technician transferred to UIT, Ontario Tech University, for a bachelor's in information technology, 4 years. The postgraduate level, artificial intelligence analysis, design and implementation, data analytics for business decision making, cyber security, and project management, which is a management-based program. These are your options for students with an academic background in computers or IT in the bachelor's at the postgraduate level, and for students with a science and a math background in grade 12, the undergraduate programs.
Okay, great, Talha. So you have a lot of options. Once you know if you're doing a UG or a PG or diploma, as Zeeshan has shared, you'll be able to find what you're looking for. Husnain is worried about having a study gap. I think Zeeshan, you've already shared what is the minimum.
Yeah, the last we look at is
actually.
2015. If it is before, okay, so the final 2014 for January and May, nothing beyond that. If it is beyond 2014, then I'm sorry, you'll have to look at a different institute to apply to. You will not be able to accept anything beyond 2014.
Okay, great. Ehsan is asking if you are offering an MS in international relations.
No, we're not offering an MS in international relations, I'm sorry. But we do offer a public relations program, a specialized diploma for 2 years. That's available.
Great. And he's also asked us if there are any different requirements for Pakistani students to get admission.
Just not different requirements. Your grade 12 above 50%, and your bachelor's if you've done one above 50%. Overall 6.5, no individual module less than 6 for this program. It's not specific to Pakistan, it's specific to the program, IELTS requirement.
Right. Great. Now I'm getting to the Q&A. Husnain is also okay, this is the same study gap question. Husnain, if you have any further questions, then you can let us know. Otherwise, Zeeshan has said 5-year study gap is the maximum allowed. Rajesh is asking if this college is located in Edmonton.
We're not. Edmonton's nearby, but we're not in Edmonton. We're in the city called OSHAWA, and that's the main campus. The other ones would be in Pickering. So what you can do is get on a Google, check OSHAWA to Edmonton. You'll find the distance, how close we are or how far we are. But we're not in Edmonton.
All right. Shreyak is asking if there's a digital marketing course for master's or PG.
It's a postgraduate diploma or a graduate certificate in advertising digital media management for 1 year. The fees is about 17,300 Canadian dollars approximately for the program, which is for 1 year. The program will have 2 semesters in it.
Okay. Perfect. Hope that helps you, Shreya. Next, Talha is asking about IT programs Also, I guess if you all are putting in what you're interested in, it would help if you mention if it's for UG or a diploma or a PG, because then Zeeshan can get you like very specific
IT
answers.
undergraduate would be computer systems technician and computer systems technology. For IT at the postgrad will be cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, and data analytics.
Perfect. There you go, Talha. Shahryar is saying he's done his HSC tourism. After that, he left, I'm assuming in 2014. After that, he left to do some other things. Now he wants to continue again with tourism. Will he be eligible?
Hello,
2014
Shahryar.
though.
Okay, I just mentioned we'll accept 2014, but your score has to be good in the tourism HSC. Is that schooling your grade 12? I understand. I think that's grade 12. And yes, we do offer tourism and tourism destination marketing as a 2-year diploma, and hospitality, hotel, restaurant operations management as a 2-year diploma. Yes, you'll be able to apply if you get us an overall 6, nothing less than 6 in IELTS.
Thank you. Moving on, Ashar is saying, what is the difference between the Ontario graduate certificate and a postgraduate diploma? Do they have the same significance?
So you need a bachelor's degree to complete a postgraduate diploma in your country, and an Ontario graduate certificate from your country when you're coming to Canada to study. If you've done 15 years of education, the graduate certificate completes your 16 years of education.
Right.
And let's say if you're looking forward to a university post the completion of the program and maybe your job and other things, so you're eligible on the criteria of minimum 16 years of education.
Perfect. All right, someone has asked about a master's in psychology.
Don't have a master's in psychology, have graduate certificate programs in addictions and mental health and autism and behavioral science. I need a bachelor's degree in psychology with 68% overall, and 3 individual modules of introductory, developmental, and abnormal psychology, each 70%.
Right. Rajesh is saying, no, he's asking if this college does not have master's programs, but
Okay.
I think you've covered
But
that.
maybe for everyone, I think it's still a very relevant question. No college in Canada can offer you a master's. Masters can only be completed at a university in Canada. Colleges offer you more skill-based, market-driven, and job-oriented programs. By market-driven and job-oriented means that the academics meets with the industry stalwarts and goes into the industry and tries to identify, works with them as to what is the skill requirement for that program or for that skill. What do you need in the program for that skill? Once that has been put down on a piece of paper, it goes back to academics. Then they design the curriculum of the program in a similar fashion, so that once a student completes the program, he's ready for that job for which these are the minimum requirements. That's what a college would do. And there are more, that's why I say more market-driven and job-oriented programs.
Definitely more beneficial. Okay. Omar is saying that he has an MSc in electrical engineering, which will, he's doing it and will be completed in June of 2021. When would it be a good time to apply for an MSc at Durham College?
So, Mary, I may have answered your question just a few minutes ago that we don't offer a master's. And with electrical engineering, I don't have a program at a postgraduate level in the field of electrical engineering. The only program that we'd be able to offer you would be something in management for 1 year, known as project management.
All right.
The best time to apply for it will be January 2021.
Okay, great. What time would be, what time is it good to apply for the September 2021 program?
I just answered that, January.
Yeah. Okay, any specialties in nursing?
Nursing. It's just practical nursing, 2-year diploma. It's the completion of which you take a licensing exam and get registered as a practical nurse. Good pay for that skill, but don't have a master's or a bachelor's in nursing.
That's fine. All right. Motasim is saying, I want to know the full cost of studying, accommodation, food, etc. in a year. So basically, like cost of living, Zeeshan,
The approximate fee,
approximately.
let's say the approximate fee is 15 to 16,000 Canadian dollars a year.
That's right.
And your living cost is another 10,000.
Yeah.
I will add another 1,000 to it for miscellaneous expenses. So let's make it 26 to 27,000 Canadian dollars approximately is
Right.
your annual expense for living, eating, maybe watching a movie a month, do a bit of shopping, buying textbooks for yourself. All of this is covered.
Okay, perfect. Which is way more reasonable, I think, compared to universities, isn't it?
Yes, universities are usually the tuition fees around 25 to
Exorbitant,
27,000 Canadian dollars itself for just 1 year. Also depends on the program, also depends on the level of the university or the standard of the university.
Right.
If it's not a top notch, then yes, fee would be less. But if you're talking about good universities, like we are a good college, talk about good universities, then the fee would go up to 60,000 Canadian dollars a year as well.
Someone would like to know about scholarships. Okay, they may have missed the initial part where you spoke
IELTS
about
or
them.
Duolingo based scholarship only at the moment at the entry time. So overall score of 8 in IELTS academic, eligible for up to 2,000 Canadian dollars. Overall score of 7.5, eligible up to 1,250 Canadian dollars. And Duolingo overall score of 125 or above.
Right.
Again, 1,250 Canadian dollars, but only for the first year to be awarded in the second semester. Sorry, be awarded in the second semester.
Okay. Thank you for saying that again, Zeeshan. Ehsan is asking, I think we've already spoken about international relations. You mentioned there was a public relations
program, 2-year specialized diploma, where the fees is about 17,000 Canadian dollars a year.
Okay. And that's 17 and not 70.
Yes, that's 17. It's not 70.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not a university yet, but we have a university on campus. They may have programs that expensive.
Which university is that?
That's Ontario Tech University.
Of course, right.
Bachelor degree programs happen. So our college has developed a lab facility spending about $10 million only at the lab facility in the last 2 to 3 years. And these labs are used by university students as well. You may have never heard of a university on college campus, but yes, now you hear a university on college campus. Now we have a shared campus, like I'll say Ontario Tech has a shared campus with Durham, the other way around, and they use our lab facilities for their students.
Okay, awesome.
So the level of labs and the equipment is up to the university mark.
Awesome. Okay. Next question is about engineering management programs and their tuition fee.
Don't have an engineering management program, have a program called project management, whether it's in engineering, non-engineering, IT, business, any project that you need to run. The program's called project management, which covers subjects like cost management, resourcing, planning, quality risk assessment and management, business contingency planning, capstone project, and project leadership.
Great.
And the fees is about 15,500 Canadian dollars.
Perfect. Rajesh has another question about chemistry in a PG.
Not a PG really, but in a compressed fast track, the advanced diploma compressed into 1 year in the field of chemical engineering technology, pharmaceutical and food science, environmental technology, and biotechnology.
Okay. Great. I think we are again getting questions about post-graduation in engineering.
Sorry, Omar, we don't have a postgraduate program in electrical engineering. Like I said, we can only offer you project management, which is for 1 year. It's a management-based program.
Okay, Rabin is saying, I have a gap year after 12th and I worked at that time. Now, after completing my bachelor's in civil engineering, I'm working in Nepal.
Is there a
Any
master's in,
questions?
yeah, there's a question. If you look at the, you missed the other one and see the one at the bottom, is
Is
there a
there
master's
masters
in
in
civil?
civil engineering?
Sorry, no, there's no master's in civil engineering that we do, but we have a civil engineering technician technology program at the undergrad level for diploma and advanced diploma. Also have architectural technology, and otherwise we can offer you project management.
Okay, great. Hope that helps you, Rabin. Someone has asked us that they have a gap year of 5 years after their higher secondary school certificate. Can they apply for a diploma?
If it is not more than 5 years and you do have some work experience, yes, you can apply for the diploma.
Right. Norman is asking, will the students be eligible for a postgraduate study work visa after undertaking a 1-year graduate certificate?
Yes, maximum 1 year. With completing one-year graduate certificate. If you complete 2 1-year graduate certificate programs, one after the other, then eligible for a post-study work permit of a maximum of 3 years.
Yes. Ashar is saying, is there a postgraduate diploma in business analytics?
Yes, data analytics for business decision making available in January, May, and September 2021.
Okay, great, Ashar. So you can even apply for to do this program in Jan. Question I would like to know about scholarships. I think Zeeshan has already just answered about the IELTS-based scholarships.
Yeah, nothing on GPA and CGPA, only IELTS for Duolingo-based scholarship.
Yeah.
I'll repeat: overall 8, 2000, overall 7.5, 1250 in IELTS academic, and Duolingo 125 or above is 1250 Canadian dollars. Only for the first year and will be awarded in the second semester.
Perfect. Okay, Rajesh has come with another question. Can I apply before he completes his bachelor's program exam in Nepal? It's been postponed due to COVID. I think that's a very legit question. And can I join in classes from Nepal? And again, yeah, scholarships you've just answered, but if you could take in the
Rajesh,
first.
we will, if you're looking for, as far as I understand, you're looking forward to September 21. If your last semester is pending, we will let you apply, but please don't make an application before March. And in March, we will allow you to make an application where the last semester is pending. Only once you submit all the pending documents, which is your IELTS or your mark sheet and everything is complete, we will assess the app and then issue an offer letter if the receipts available. I am afraid there is no scholarship which is academic based from here. But once you get to Canada and start studying, there would be academic based scholarships.
Okay. There we go. Rabin has asked us, okay, that's a new one. What is actually the difference between a college and university?
A lot of difference. University.
It's a tough one, Zeeshan.
I know it's too vast to talk about, but I'll cut it short in a way that university, like the name sounds, universal programs, not really have to do with the skill in the region where they are, but they will do programs from around the world and subjects that cover third world, first world studies, and a lot more, and can offer masters where a college cannot offer a master's. Colleges, only few colleges offer some bachelor programs. But they're mostly in the field of applied arts and technology. They would not go for a generic bachelor's like a bachelor's of psychology or a bachelor's of sociology or a bachelor's of commerce at a college, but they'll be most likely doing a program like bachelor's of healthcare technology and management. I said the word technology, behavioral sciences. Now, and these are more hands-on jobs when you're looking to study at a college as compared to a university where jobs would be more like research based or academic based or more desk jobs as compared to a college job. I mean that's the best that I can say in a flux, but if you want to talk about it, we could go on for hours and hours. But yes, colleges have their own significance and so do universities.
Thanks, Zeeshan. Okay, so last question. Can I get an undergraduate degree credit transfer from Bangladesh?
I don't know which program you're going to study if you're looking to transfer your undergraduate degree credits, but so if you're looking to study a bachelor's, complete a bachelor's maybe, then that'll have to be university, not the college. And you just need to tell me which program you're going to study.
Can you please share a few more details, and I think Zeeshan can help you. We have another question. Hi, I'm looking for a master's program in sports science or sports management. Is that available?
Yes, available. Sports business management, 1-year graduate certificate. I'll see if they're running the program or not, but I am definitely sure about the 2-year diploma and the 3-year advanced diploma. Done your 12th, then the 2-year or the 3-year works. You've done your bachelor's, then also the 2-year and 3-year works, but the same program or could be done in 1 year at a graduate certificate or a postgraduate level. Let me just have a look at the sports program for you. I think it's running, and the program should be available in September 2021.
Okay.
Sports business management. Bear with me. Graduate certificate. Yes, available for September 2021. The cost of the program is about 15,500 Canadian dollars a year.
Wow.
It's a 1-year program.
Right, right.
You could be a facility manager, brand manager, sport marketing agency rep, sports professional, event or game coordinator. These are your options.
Okay. Great. I think I hope that helps you, and you can apply to study in September at Durham College. Another question, what difference would it make to have a graduate certificate as compared to a master's degree in terms of being employable?
Both of them would have equal and great opportunities. Is the reason why I'd say that is because you're looking at two different areas to get into. The master's degree, more academic or research-based jobs, and with a graduate certificate, more hands-on applied job in the market. So both of them have their own significance, and the difference, if you're talking in terms of a payout, for graduate certificates are 1 year low cost, and masters are 2 years, and not only 2 years of cost, but also costlier than a usually postgraduate certificate. You're looking at after 2 years at a research, maybe a difference of 10,000 Canadian dollars annually as compared to a graduate certificate pass out. But here you're saving on money already, and you're getting the sort of a job that you're looking at. If you're more like a guy who's more a desk job and research-based job, then you should do a master's. If you're looking at a hands-on job into the market, getting things done with rolled up sleeves, then it's a graduate certificate program.
Awesome. Thank you, Zeeshan. Rabin is saying that he wants to do a master's in instructional engineering program, but then you've already,
I don't have that now. Instructional. Yeah, sounds like something related like artificially. I don't know. Maybe he can elaborate more on that, but I don't think I have something like instructional.
Okay. We have someone interested in doing an undergraduation in mathematics and would like to do a credit transfer from National University of Bangladesh.
Looking to complete a bachelor's, you'll have to go to university. I cannot comment on that. The credit transfers usually happens once you're already there and started the program. Most likely nobody will be able to tell you what amount of credits you will get when you're transferring, but the credit transfer may happen. You will have to check with the universities. We don't do credit transfers for bachelors.
Okay. Rabin has clarified that it's a master's in structural engineering.
No, don't have a master's, but have a specialized diploma in building construction technician. That's available for 2 years.
Okay, great. And is that open for
September 21?
September. Yeah. Okay, so Rabin, that's the availability, and that's for September. Dawood is asking, if the program is online, such as project management, graduate certificate, can I study it online in my home country or in Canada?
Will I study on? Okay, so I did mention that we're one of the approved colleges from Canada, which is allowing students to come to Canada and start the program. The January program delivery will be, most of the programs will be remote, which is online. If you get a visa, you can fly to Canada, still study online from Canada. If you have an approval in principle or don't have a visa, you can study from your home country. Once you get the visa, then you fly to Canada.
Okay. Perfect. Thanks, Dawood, for that question. I have a couple of questions for Zeeshan. I'm going to wait and see if anyone else has any questions in the meantime. So please feel free to put it. We're here for a few more minutes before we wrap up. So get your queries.
You didn't tell me you had questions for me. That's a surprise. Okay, I hope I'm able to answer them.
I always have questions for you, Zeeshan. Okay. So I would be definitely also interested in hearing about what kind of extracurricular activities you have at Durham College. I know things are, of course, uncertain in the COVID times, but here's hoping for things to get better.
I'll say all sporting facilities, a lot of student clubs, and the students club, they make sure the students think they're very, very active. If you join the DC Students Corporation, and you'll see a lot of activities happening around the year. And it's not only that they're doing things or organizing things where physical presence is required. I remember they organizing a 1-hour dance show, virtual dance show or virtual music show for students, and anybody could log in, and it was Durham College students who were hosting the show, and it was really great. It's really great. So especially for colleges, so a lot of students from different colleges attended the event that was organized. So they do a lot of stuff with students, keeping them engaged with activities. I'm sure with the pandemic, things have changed a bit, but let's see and hope for the best. When things get better, and the activities also should come back to normal.
Okay. And how about, certain services like guidance, counseling, that sort of thing? Would that also be available?
Everything's available, but right now it's minimal or skeletal staffing. So you will be able to book an appointment for yourself and go on a given date and time and meet with the person, whether it's to do with education counseling or health counseling or mental counseling, any sort of counseling that you're looking at, and any other facility to use as well.
Okay.
So if the program's remote, you're not required to be on campus, but if it is necessary for you to be there to be able to use the facility, the instructions will be shared for you. I hope that answers your question, Dawood. And I think we also have another question that talks about job opportunities in the sports industry. So Chandri, what I will say is, or will talk about, is the region where we are. It's one of the 3 largest metropolitan areas of Canada. Canada is such a vast and a big, huge country. We are one of the 3 largest metropolitan areas, which is Toronto and the Greater Toronto area. So be it sports, science, engineering, technology, health, any stream, any skill, there's scope for everything.
Right.
Okay, so we're those mini power stations in a big power station. Let me put it that way. If Canada is the major power station, then we're the small or the 3 biggest, one of the 3 biggest mini power stations in the country. That's definitely running the economy.
Awesome. Okay. We've got a few more, but I think we've taken care of it. So Zeeshan, just quickly to sum up for our audience and all those who might be joining us from Facebook as well, what would you say would be the top 3 reasons an international student should consider studying at Durham College?
I've given them a lot of reasons already, but it depends on what they're looking at. So I'll cover a few points, highlighted ones, except for telling everybody that we have an amazing graduation employment rate, which is 4% above the provincial average rate. Number 1 employer in the GTA, and 94.3% employer satisfaction rate. That's whooping, that's something which is like really great for any college to boast about and talk about. And Cost of living is manageable. We're not
Yeah.
expensive. The education is amazing. A lot of experiential learning. Professors are amazing.
Mm-hmm.
The good part, also the good part is we're not full of. Okay, so let me put it this way. So 15% international students, and the rest are domestic, which is 85% of students are domestic, which means
Right.
our domestic intake is very strong. Why
Mm-hmm.
is the domestic intake very strong? For various reasons, but one of them is they know the education that you're getting. They know the region where you're staying. We're in the GTA. I mentioned we're 1 hour away from downtown Toronto. So
Yeah.
accessibility is not a concern. More opportunities if you're more nearer to the bigger areas.
Mm-hmm.
Cost of living is low, and amazing quality of education. Industry, a lot of industries in the region where we are, a lot of hotel restaurants. I told you General Motors, more than
Yeah.
110 years. A lot of
Mm-hmm.
IT companies in the region. We ourselves have a cybersecurity and an artificial intelligence hub where live customers come in and their requests are being taken care of. And I could go on and on and on,
Uh-huh.
and will say one of the topmost colleges in the GTA and
Mm-hmm.
Ontario, well-respected public and government-funded community college for the more than 50 years now, established 1967, like any other college in Canada, and that's what we are. And our logo is Success Matters. We make sure it does. And
Mm-hmm.
welcome to Durham College again. That's all I have to say. It's completely your decision, wherever you want to go, whenever you want to go, but come to Canada.
That's the place to be for sure. Thank you, Zeeshan. I think that you've covered all the important points. Durham certainly sounds like an amazing place where you can grow, get an amazing education, and get great opportunities even after you've completed your studies. So I think that we'll wrap our session for today. It's been great, short and sweet. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you all for sticking with us till the very end. I hope all your questions were answered. What we're going to do is once you close your webinar, you'll get a feedback survey form. Please make sure you fill it. Let us know how we did. Let us know if you would like to meet with Durham College further, talk to Zeeshan about your prospects at the college. You will also get the links to the app for both
Yeah,
Android and
download the
Apple
app. It's way
phones.
easy for you to connect with us,
Yeah.
and we'll be glad to assist you and help you.
Yes, so please remember to download the Durham Assist International app, again available on both kinds of phones. If you do have any more questions, Zeeshan, I'm sharing the email, which
Yep.
is sea@durhamcollege.ca. Once
Yes.
again, sea@durham college.ca. If you have any more questions for Zeeshan. And that's that. So if you've missed any bit of this webinar, we will also be sending you a follow-up mail with the complete video. Feel free. And if you have any questions, again, you can send them to us, or you can send them to Zeeshan. We are available on Maple Assist Canada on Instagram as well. And we'll be happy to connect you to Durham College. So that's it for today. Zeeshan, thank you once again. It's
Thanks,
been a
Shabam.
pleasure
Thank
as
you, everyone,
always.
for coming today. It was a pleasure talking to all of you and presenting my institute in front of you. Good luck for the future and keep safe. Thank you and bye-bye.
Okay, take care. Thanks once again.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.